Welcome to Everyone Loves Guitar, where we get to sit down and talk with interesting professional guitar players and related music industry experts. If you love playing guitar, stick around. You're in the right place. This is Craig Garber. Welcome to Everyone Loves Guitar, podcast episode number 41. Today's topic, sneaky little tricks to help you practice your guitar more often. So today was the 100th day in a row I practiced my guitar. And I've been playing at this point for like 21 months. And I know this because it's also the 620th practice I've had. I started logging my practices on day one, and I'm not really sure why I did this other than I know that when you measure things, whether it's the amount of weight you're lifting on a bench press, the amount of time it took you to run a certain distance, when you measure things, you tend to do them a lot better. At least I do anyway. And I'm not one of these guys who's super anal or anything like that. So it's not like I record everything I do meticulously in every aspect of my life. Really, I do record a few things, just the things I want to constantly improve, like my gym workouts and my guitar practices. But that's pretty much it. Definitely it. I have to say, though, I did make a bit of a mistake here by recording only the number of practices I had. I also should have recorded the number of practices I've missed, because doing that would have held me far more accountable for those misses, which I think I'm going to start recording now once I miss, but I don't plan on doing that for a little bit. Because if you're measuring your misses, you're much more likely to keep that number down low. But if I had to guess, out of the last 620 days, I'd say I've probably missed playing maybe around 3 days each month, which is like 60 days. So if I'm practicing 620 out of 680 days, that means I practice 91% of the time. And honestly, although I wish I played a lot more, I'm really okay with that number. 91% is a really good number. But moving forward, again, I'm going to start recording the number of days I miss, because I'd be willing to bet if I'm recording that number, the 91% of the time I practice will probably go up a little bit to maybe, 94, 95%. Now, as far as the 100 days in a row thing, that's something I like to do every once in a while. It's kind of like a 100-day challenge to motivate me not to miss. And when you do this, even though you're going to have an off day, like when you're practicing every once in a while, you're just not going to have your stuff together, the number of times you're going to have off days is much lower, simply because of all that ongoing consistency. I find for myself anyway, consistency, whether anything you're doing, running a business, losing weight, working out, the consistency of something is really more of a determinant of your success or failure and how fast you succeed or fail than anything else. So, like I said, when you play for a long stretch, the number of good days you have is much more consistent than normal, much higher than normal. Now, this might be a bit of a push, but 2 years of playing means 730 days. So that's another 110 days. And what I'm thinking about doing is I want to extend that goal of the daily practice sessions, extend it out until I hit that. Again, it might be a push, it might not be, because that's another 110 days out. So it would mean 210 days of practicing in a row, and that's a lot. I've never done anything close to that before. But look, why not, right? I'm in a zone, so I might as well go. I'm thinking about it, so why not? And let me tell you, sometimes it sucks, because I'm like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, laying down in bed, and I'm suddenly thinking, oh my God, I forgot to practice. So I got to get my ass out of bed and get into my office and play, which is not easy. But again, I really wanted to complete that goal, and I'm really comfortable about extending that out to 730 days, which will be 2 years of playing, quote unquote playing. So let me qualify what that means. For me, a practice means sitting down for a minimum of 30 minutes straight and playing guitar. When I say straight, I mean playing guitar and for 30 minutes. You're going to obviously have to, look up a new website or pull up new music, or I have a little piece of software that I could play to, so I have to adjust that or slow it down or speed it up. But that's what I qualify as a practice. For me anyway, sitting down for a minimum of 30 minutes straight. I also tend, I work out of my house, so and my guitars are next to me. I also tend to pick the guitar up for a little bit here and there throughout the day. just because it's a nice break. You got to do something. There's no water cooler for me to hang around, and I'm often on the phone doing interviews, which is great, but I need to get up and move. I do go to the gym in the morning, but you can't just sit here like a log. You got to do something to exercise your body or your mind. So sometimes during the day, I'll pick up my guitar a few times, but I don't count any of that time towards any of my practice time. That's just like, a couple of minutes of a break to give me a ability to unwind mentally. So most days I do play for 30 to 45 minutes. And then like, if I'm lucky, a few times a month, I get to blow it out. Most days I do play for 30 to 45 minutes. And then, if I'm lucky, once or twice a month, I get to blow it out for maybe an hour or so. Anyway, these are all like cool little tricks or games you can play, mind games basically, to increase your practice time or increase how often you practice or some other measurement or variable that impacts how well you play your guitar and how much guitar time you have. And sometimes things like this get you fired up and they give you periodic goals to go after. And, we're all pretty much goal-seeking people, and these things tend to work well if you like what you're doing. And really, I hope some of these ideas will give you more playing time, or just you can use them in anything else you're doing. Maybe you're going to the gym. Maybe you're trying to lose weight. Maybe you're trying to stop drinking beer. I don't know. Maybe you're practicing and learning a new song. But they're little tricks, and I think we all need some little tricks because you go through life and it gets sort of monotonous every time, and we need to play games to sort of make things fun, give us a challenge, and give us a goal. Thanks for listening. Go to everyonelovesguitar.com and sign up to get notified of future episodes along with the latest guitar-related updates. And join our community on Facebook at facebook.com/everyonelovesguitar. We hope you enjoyed this show. If you did, subscribe to the Everyone Loves Guitar podcast, and you can do this online at everyonelovesguitar.com or on iTunes. And if you like the show, please leave us a 5-star positive review. The more 5-star reviews we get, the higher our show ranks, and higher rankings mean we get to continue speaking with cool, interesting guests on our show. We'll see you on the next episode, and until then, keep playing your guitar and have fun making music.